As guitarists and learners of music, we all want to maximize our learning efficiency, to reach our goals as fast as possible. But just how do we do that? Is there a systematic way to learn faster? Well, yes, there is. There are three major forces that impact the music learning process, and they are the form and content of the music itself, the interaction between the learner and the teacher, and the learning environment. So let's break this all down and find out how we can maximize our learning speed. So the first one is the form and content of the music. Within any musical culture, there are different topics, and for each topic, the form of the content is presented in different ways. And this ranges from tangible to intangible. For a very tangible topic, let's take Western scales as an example. Most likely, there will be written notes, even a guitar scale diagram, fingering positions, tabs, notations, and exercises to transmit this knowledge from teacher to learner. Now, on the intangible end, it would be something like learning improvisation. At best, written notes can only suggest what you should play. It cannot explicitly notate what you will play, as that would kind of defeat the intent of improvisation. So, how tangible or intangible the musical content is will inform your approach to learning it. And to figure that out, we need to explore the relationship between you, the learner, and your teacher. It may not be me, it may be your teacher. So, talking about the interaction between learner and teacher. Now, just to be clear, your teacher doesn't have to be right in front of you. Your teacher could be in a video like I am now, or even speaking to you through a music textbook. For more tangible topics such as scales, it's easy to learn from a textbook or video. However, something intangible such as improvisation or musical expression requires direct interaction and communication between the learner and teacher. And it goes beyond simply being in the same room. The relationship between learner and teacher plays a big role. As a teacher myself, I teach my students how to improvise much better once I have established a rapport with them, as improvisation is much like having a chat using a musical language. Our conversation becomes much more rich and spontaneous once we've gotten to know each other a little better. Hence, we've explored how the forces of music form and content and the teacher-learner interaction play a big part in determining the effectiveness of learning music. Now let's delve into the last force, which is the learning environment. So what's the learning environment? Well, believe it or not, the physical environment in which you learn music plays a big role. Especially today, where much learning happens online. We need to be aware of the compromises being made to facilitate such a digitized mode of transmission. If we are learning something tangible like scale theory, sure, an online lecture would do the trick. But how about learning something incredibly intangible like, say, performance practice and performance etiquette? Well, in such a situation, you will need to physically attend live concerts and study the behavior of professional musicians, what they say, how they say it, and keenly observe their body language. You then need to discuss this with your teacher and peers to comprehensively develop your understanding of performance etiquette. So now let's talk about how you can use this knowledge to maximize your learning speed. Now that we've explored the three major forces that impact the music learning process, you are at a much better position to maximize your learning speed. However, there's a catch. You can't just apply the same learning strategy for everything you learn in music, because you need to evaluate the musical content. The interaction between you and your teacher and the physical environment for each and every learning situation is different, and you need to tailor it to best suit your needs. So, for example, want to learn scales? You do very well referring to good quality written notes, spending hours in your practice room with a metronome and consulting a teacher once in a while to check in on your progress. Now, want to learn something like improvisation? You'd be best off finding fellow musicians to jam with, meeting your teacher face to face, and even placing yourself in live performing situations to hone your improvisation skills. There's some things you just can't master until you are up on stage. Now, you've learned the tricks to maximizing your learning speed. So I want you to go out there and learn all that music. So all the best, and until next time, I will see you again. Goodbye.